In today's video, we're diving into the versatile world of macro pads with Cololight's ColoPlay. Priced at around $140, this powerhouse not only promises to streamline your workflow, but also elevate your setup to the next level. Join me as we explore why the ColoPlay might just be the ultimate desk setup upgrade you've been searching for. First off, let's unbox this thing and showcase what you get in the box. So, the box itself it's actually quite nice. So I'm a huge fan of boxes that have an outer sleeve like this one does. I think that's pretty cool to see that the Cololight ColoPlay was up for an innovation award at CES. The box itself then is really cool. So it's just black with a little dial on the front and getting it off. So the first thing you get in the box is this cool sticker sheet. It's got various characters and cyberpunk referencing there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The next thing you get in the box is this quick start guide. It just shows some basic information to get you up and running. Next we get a little accessory box. Inside here, we've got the USB to USB-C cable. And finally, the unit itself. Okay, I'm going to go into a live demo shortly, but first I want to talk about the build quality of the unit itself because it is really good. The unit itself boasts a considerable weight, so for its size, right off the bat this gives that premium feeling. In terms of controls, we've got our 4 directional keys plus a larger central knob that also functions as a clickable button. The directional keys are really satisfying to use with their clicky sound profile and tactile feedback. I believe these keys are using low profile chalk white switches, but do correct me if I'm wrong. The knob also has tactile bumps, so it's nice and simple to toggle between options and whatnot while you're in the menus. Overall, the ColoPlay is really well constructed and feels great to use. So the ColoPlay is split out into a series of different menus which will definitely confuse you at first. The way to traverse through these menus is to simply hold down the top left key, which will pause the current context, and then you can scroll between the menus, just like this. The first menu is dedicated to showing you a whole bunch of clock faces. My personal favourite is this circular one here. It's got a simple digital clock with a sound wave that reacts to the music or general sound that you might have going on in your environment. If we toggle through the other screens by pressing the knob, you can see several alternate designs that might fit your style. The ColoPlay is branded with a cyberpunk theme, and that's definitely evident with some of these designs. The next menu shows you a lot of potentially useful information about how your system is performing. This is probably the part of the video where the PC experts let me know that mine is about to explode. The first screen here shows your CPU usage as well as temperatures, so mine is running at around 5 to 6% at about 49 degrees. If we toggle through them, it shows GPU with usage and temperatures, RAM with usage, temperatures, upload and download speeds, which actually aren't populating for me for some reason, and yeah, back to CPU. Okay, so the next menu is one of the most useful. This is the keypad. Here you'll be able to map various key presses to various functions like opening websites, launching applications, and a bunch of other extremely useful functions. What makes this extremely powerful is that you get 4 separate layers of functionality. This gives you a total of 28 programmable macros right at your fingertips. To toggle between the layers, you have to push the knob down and rotate at the same time. This makes it really easy to logically group shortcuts to their own layers. Stay tuned as I'm going to be hopping into the software and showcasing just what I'm talking about here. The next menu contains a PC switch, and this is actually super underrated in my opinion. There's a really popular trend going around where people are mapping a single switch and keycap to turn their PC on and off, but the ColoPlay has this feature built right in at an arm's reach. The next menu is a cool one to throw up for the content creators of you that are watching. It shows your YouTube subscriber count, although I wish this was mine. I'm not actually sure where this number is coming from. On the next menu, you get to play that Dino Dash game that we've all come across at one point or another when our internet is cut out while we're browsing. This is a really cool addition to the ColoPlay. Ah, 218. Can you beat my high score? Getting on to the next menu. This is the Cyber Stove, and I'm not really sure what it does, to be honest. It shows you some vegetables and ingredients for making things. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's doing. Moving on again, we've got the Colo controller. So this is really cool. This is a direct integration with the rest of Cololight's RGB gear. For example, I've got a Cololight Mix and this directly integrates here. It's really handy and saves having to go into the software. So the ColoPlay has another really cool feature called Super Saiyan Mode. To get into this mode, simply click the small button on the back of the unit and you'll be prompted with a small menu where you can click Exit the Settings. This will bring us to the main settings menu, and right down the bottom you'll see Saiyan Mode. Go in and click Activate. So the benefit of Saiyan Mode is Cololight tried to get as much functionality into a single page as possible, as well as you can actually set a custom wallpaper, which I'll show you shortly. So in Super Saiyan mode, we actually have labels associated with each of the keys so we can see really quickly what they do. In this level, I've got nothing, settings, Windows D, and sleep mode. So sleep mode simply turns it off. This is doing nothing. Windows D closes down my applications, and this brings us into the system settings. If I go back and we click on the main menu button, it toggles through the next one. So this is my media controls. If we go in again, so we've got watch faces, dashboards, PC switches, and keypads. If we click again, we've got follower count, we've got that Dino game, we've got the controller, and the cyber stove. Okay, so join me in the software here. I just want to show you around a small bit and show you what this thing can do. So first, let's turn our attention to the switch mode. So if you wanted to actually go between Super Saiyan mode and back to default, you can do it here as well as on the controller. Let's stick in default mode for a second. Okay, so getting back into the keypad, I'm going to go over to layer 4 where I'm going to make this my content creation layer. So if I go to launch a website and paste in my YouTube channel link, let's set the top left to that. Similarly, if we want to go to the top right, I want to set this to show my YouTube analytics. So then moving to the bottom left, I think I want to make that one launch a program. I'm going to make it launch Premiere Pro, and let's confirm that. And for the bottom right, I think I want to make that one launch Lightroom, and confirm that. Okay, so if I just quickly demonstrate those key mappings I just set up, we can press bottom right to open Lightroom and bottom left for Premiere Pro. So yeah, this is a really powerful tool for creating dedicated workflows and really just making everything faster. Okay, if we hop back into the software, I just want to show you probably one of my favorite features of the ColoPlay. So if we switch back our mode to Super Saiyan mode and then come down to Saiyan background and then customize, you can actually upload your own image. So I'm going to upload my logo and click upload. And now let me just jump back to the ColoPlay itself. Okay, so jumping back over to the ColoPlay one last time, if we click on the button at the back and go down to exit settings, all the way down to Saiyan mode, and we go into Super Saiyan mode, activate, there we go. So yeah, albeit a little bit gimmicky, I think that's a really cool feature to ColoPlay. That's probably going to be the default screen I show on mine. So yeah, this ColoPlay is absolutely packed to the brim with features and macro functionality. I really don't think there's much else on the market capable of doing what the ColoPlay can do. One thing that's for sure is that I'm going to be featuring this gadget on my desk for the foreseeable future. That's it for today's video. If you found it informative, because I know this thing can be a bit confusing, consider dropping a subscription and leave a like on the video. Huge thanks to Cololight for sending this product out to me to take a look at.